Are you wasting what he put inside you? Scrolling, numbing yourself, avoiding responsibility. You feel empty because you're not fulfilling your purpose. That's why you struggle to focus. That's why you procrastinate. That's why you fill your time with meaningless distractions. You're avoiding the real work, the work you know you're supposed to be doing. So let me ask you, are you acting on what you were designed to do? Because this is more than some surface-level to-do list. This will change your life, and it will bring honor to your Creator. Step 1. Recognize what's pulling you away from your purpose. Your problem isn't laziness, it's distraction. And distraction isn't harmless, it's a weapon. A weapon designed to make you weak, passive, and pathetic. Because a man who can't focus can't build, can't lead, can't win. If you don't see what's stealing your time, you'll keep handing it over like a fool, wasting hours on things that don't matter, filling your mind with garbage instead of wisdom. I've been there, and here's what I learned. The enemy doesn't need to destroy you if he can distract you. If you stay blind to this, you'll wake up one day and realize you've wasted years. Wake up now. You've already been given power, discipline, and a sound mind. But having it and using it are two different things. A sword in the hands of a coward is just dead weight. And God will frown upon you when you waste what he has blessed you with. If you've been wasting time, living distracted and feeling stuck, then start here. Cut the dead weight. Not everything deserves your attention. If it's not building you, it's breaking you. Eliminate your biggest distraction. Today, you already know what it is. Stop making excuses. Create a clear path. You can't just try harder. You need a strategy. Set clear goals. Put them in front of you and make them non-negotiable. Master your time. Every time you mindlessly pick up your phone, waste another hour, or put off something important, you're making a choice. Own your choices. You don't have infinite time. Use what you have to accomplish your purpose. Surround yourself with right voices. If the people and content you consume aren't pushing you forward, they're pulling you back. Discipline isn't punishment, it's power. The men who achieve greatness aren't the ones who had it easy. They're the ones who trained themselves to stay locked in, even when they didn't feel like it. Step 2. Build a focused, strong environment. Look around. Is your environment shaping you into a man of discipline or into a man of distraction? Is your phone always within reach, stealing your attention? Are you drowning in noise, entertainment, and mindless indulgence? Are the people around you pushing you towards strength or pulling you into mediocrity? You can't expect to win when you're living in an environment built for failure. You don't see warriors training in a circus. You don't see kings building their empires in a garbage dump. Even Jesus himself withdrew to the wilderness to prepare for his mission. He eliminated distractions and faced the enemy head-on. He didn't seek comfort. He sought clarity and power. If God in the flesh needed solitude to sharpen his focus, what makes you think you don't? Cut the dead weight. If something is stealing your focus, eliminate it. Your phone isn't your master. Your space should be built for action, not convenience. Build with intent. A cluttered desk, a cluttered mind. Clean it up. Your environment reflects what's inside you. If your space is a mess, so is your discipline. Create a war room. When you step into your space, your brain should know it's time to execute. No distractions, no excuses, no passive waiting for motivation, just action. Set boundaries and enforce them. If people can't respect your focus, they don't respect your mission. Stop letting others dictate your time. Your surroundings are either sharpening you or dulling you. Step 3. Master the art of single tasking. Multitasking is a lie. You think juggling multiple things makes you more productive? It's killing your focus. Studies show that switching between tasks wipes out up to 40% of your productivity. If you're constantly jumping between emails, social media, and work, you're throwing away nearly half your potential. That's not efficiency. That's self-sabotage. You weren't designed to scatter your mind across 100 distractions. Jesus didn't run around trying to please everyone, heal every person, and debate every Pharisee all at once. He focused on the mission in front of him. One step at a time, one miracle at a time. one disciple at a time. If God in the flesh moved with clear, deliberate focus, what makes you think you can get away with spreading yourself thin? Prioritize like a warrior. Every morning, write down the 3 most important things you must accomplish. Not 10, not 20. 3. Attack one thing at a time. No distractions, no half measures. You don't move on until it's done. Protect your focus like your life is depending on it. Because it does. The enemy loves a distracted man, because a distracted man is useless. If you can't master single tasking, don't talk about discipline, because focus is the foundation, and without it, you are nothing. Step 4, build a focus routine. Focus isn't about willpower, it's about systems. You don't rise to the level of your motivation, you fall to the level of your habits. A man without a system relies on feelings, and feelings are weak. If you only work when you feel like it, you'll never accomplish anything that matters. Discipline beats motivation every time. The strongest men in history had routines, not because they were robots, but because they refused to let emotions dictate their actions. Even Jesus had a routine. He withdrew early in the morning to pray. He set aside time for deep work, for his mission, and for communion with the Father. If he needed structure, what makes you think you don't? Win the night to win the day. Avoid screens and distractions at least an hour before bed. Sleep early. Wake up with clarity. Start your morning with purpose. Before the world bombards you with distractions, lock in on your mission. Work in focus blocks. Set a timer. Go all in. When you work, work. When you rest, rest. But don't mix the two. Remove excuses. You don't need the perfect time, the perfect energy, or the perfect conditions. You just need to execute. Your habits are either making you a man of focus or keeping you a slave. Step 5. Reconnect with your purpose. Your focus is weak because your purpose is weak. When a man doesn't know why he's doing something, he'll always be distracted. That's why most men waste their lives chasing dopamine hits, scrolling mindlessly, indulging in pointless entertainment. Because they have no mission. A man with no mission is just waiting to die. You weren't put here to just exist. You were built to create, to lead, to conquer. But if you don't know what you're fighting for, you'll chase every distraction that comes your way. Even warriors don't fight just to fight. They fight for something. Jesus didn't come to earth wandering aimlessly. He wasn't chasing validation, wasting time, or looking for entertainment. He moved with purpose. He knew his mission, and because of that, nothing could pull him off course. So what's your mission? If you don't have an answer, that's your first problem. A man without a why is a man without direction. Find your mission, or someone else will assign you one. Stop chasing empty goals. Money, status, validation, none of these will sustain you. You need something bigger than yourself. Write it down. If it's not clear, it's not real. If you can't define it, you can't chase it. Revisit it constantly. Your purpose isn't a one-time realization. It's something you anchor yourself to daily. If your purpose is weak, your focus is meaningless. You have 0 excuses now. You know what's holding you back. Distraction, weak habits, a life with no mission. You've been given the tools, power, discipline, and a sound mind. But having them and using them are 2 different things. You know you need to eliminate distractions, but will you actually cut them? You know your environment is either sharpening you or softening you, but will you take control of it? You know multitasking is destroying your focus, but will you stop lying to yourself and lock in? You know that without a mission, you're just drifting, but will you finally commit to something greater? This is the difference between weak men and strong men. One stays distracted, the other gets focused and executes. One wastes his time, the other builds his future. One makes excuses, the other takes ownership. So what kind of man are you? If this message wakes you up, like and hit the bell button. Let's grow strong together. Until next time.